Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. In this video, I'm gonna be showing you how to prep the base and also to set forms for a brand new concrete back patio in my house. Please stay tuned and continue watching until the end so you won't miss out on any details of how to do this. If you want to learn how to do all kinds of handyman and DIY projects, including home renovations, then you're in the best place here on YouTube. Consider subscribing to our channel and activate the notification bell so that way you won't miss out on any videos that I'm going to be uploading every single week. In one of my prior videos, I showed you guys how I removed a couple of large trees that were next to my fence. We also grinded down a bunch of roots. So in this case, I'm going to actually be prepping all of this base so we can pour a brand new concrete walkway all along this house. We're gonna have it to be 7 feet wide. We're gonna be pouring up against the foundation. I'm gonna have a few like foundation vent wells and just working around the utilities. It's gonna continue all the way in this corner backyard area, and it's gonna wrap around the back of the house all through the back side. And then actually throughout the process, I decided to expand it even further. Right up there where you see the wood, I'm gonna be continuing over there in that area. But right now, I already put some rough-in electrical pipes and then also some rough-in gas lines, because in this corner area, I'm gonna be putting like a covered wooden porch, and I wanna have like the electricity line set in place so in the future I can just run it from there. This white line that we drew, this is the edge where it's gonna end, and then it's also gonna go along the back side of the house. I'm gonna leave about a 4-foot wide gap along the back side, and then over here on the side it's gonna be about 2-foot gap. Actually right there where you see the string line, that's gonna be the edge where we're gonna follow the whole line. And we already started to remove some dirt. That's actually what we're doing right now. If you look at the backside, it was kind of high, so we needed to remove quite a bit of dirt. All in all, I think we disposed of about 2 trailerfuls. We had like a 5-foot wide by 12-foot long dump trailer, and so we filled it up twice and just took out a bunch of dirt because it was quite high in all that area. When you're prepping for any kind of concrete work, you always want to make sure that you account for the slope difference. In my case, we're gonna be sloping it at a 1.5%. So it's gonna start from the house, and then from there it's gonna be sloping away and you know, kind of towards the fence over there at a 1.5% slope rate. So that way any water that falls on the concrete, it's gonna naturally flow off towards the backside and not against the house. We rented this ditch witch. It came in super handy. I highly recommend for you to do it. It will help you to advance. This is a part 1 of a 2-series video. I'm gonna show you what we were able to accomplish in 1 day of work. We didn't work a full day because right now in the Pacific Northwest, we have some really hot weather. Today was one of the hotter days. It was like 103 degrees, so we only worked up until like 3 p.m. but we got quite a bit done. So right here we already scraped out and removed a lot of dirt, and we still have a little bit more to go, but we want to make sure that the new concrete is at least 4 inches thick. And then in certain areas I'm going to be bringing in some gravel and compacting it so the base is nice and firm and solid. Over here along the edge, you want to make sure that you shovel whatever's needed into the center so that way they can pull it back and just make a mound. On the right side of this patio right here, that's where I'm going to extend it even further, and it's quite low, especially where it's up against the house. So a lot of this dirt, we're just going to pile it up right here, and then we're gonna, once we open up that area, we're gonna take it over there and start kind of backfilling and prepping the base over there. But the technique to set the forms, I'm gonna have kind of like a square over here. We're using typical 2x4 lumber, and we have string lines. You put those by having one stake at one end, and then in the other end you'll put in a stake, and then you'll want to pound it down and pull the string line as tight as you can. That will give you the line of the edge. Then from there, like right here, you'll want to put some wooden stakes into the ground, and we're gonna screw in some nails or some screws, you know, to hold the stake to the 2x4. You can use nails if you want, either screws or nails, but we're checking the level right here on this back edge. We want to make sure that it's nice and level all the way through, and then the slope difference is gonna come from the house towards this back edge. But this is kind of how you figure it out. You want to make sure that you have your level and your stakes. In each one of the form boards, we're putting about 3 wooden stakes, and that should be more than enough to hold back, you know, the pressure from the concrete, because most of it's kind of like level and a flat surface, you know, it's not on a hill or anything. If you were pouring concrete and trying to hold a hill or a bunch of concrete on a hill, then you'll want to have a lot more reinforcing. But since all this area it's kind of flat and level, we just want to put, like I said, 3, maximum 4 stakes per form. And right here we pretty much got it close. You know, we removed all the dirt and we used our landscaping rake to spread out the dirt evenly and get it as close as possible to the 4 inches thickness, which that will be the concrete. The slope, it's gonna start from the house a little bit below the siding. So if you can tell, the siding material over there, that's gonna be kind of the level up against the house, and then from there it's gonna slope away towards the edge of the form board. Definitely stay tuned, because I think next week we're planning to pour the concrete, and I'm gonna record the entire process so you can see how a large patio and walkway is poured. We're only gonna have a few guys, so they're gonna be able to complete all this job, and so you can get a good example of how to do this. But over here we're continuing to set more forms. We have our string line once again on this long edge where it's the walkway basically. So we already have the string line pulled nice and tight, and that will be our reference point for the form boards. So that way when we're putting in the stakes and we're installing the forms, we want to follow that straight string line so we get a nice edge, you know, all along. So that's pretty much what we did right here. We still have that other area over there. You see the form, we already kind of got it set up. We still got to bring quite a bit more dirt, and that AC unit, I got to lift it up about 5-6 inches because it's going to be a lot higher on that end close to the house. But that's pretty much the process. I hope you like this video. Please consider subscribing to our channel and activate the notification bell, so that way you won't miss out on any videos that I'm going to be uploading every single week. Tomorrow, or the video after this one, I'm going to upload on the second day of production, which we estimate to complete everything. May God bless you, and I'll see you on the next project.